A typical Nigerian party will not be complete without the popular Nigerian smoky party jollof rice. Cook with me as I share with you a step-by-step guide on how to make the most delicious smoky party jollof without firewood. I made this jollof rice for 10 guests and the result was mind-blowing. Welcome back to the channel. I really do hope you enjoy watching. My name is Oge and you're welcome to my kitchen. Let's get started. On this plate, I have some fresh tomatoes. I have Tatashe. This is the local variant of red bell pepper. This will add a nice color to the jollof rice. I have one onion. I'll use more for this recipe, but I just have one on this plate. These are Scotch bonnet peppers and these are spicy. So feel free to use as much as you want. And lastly, I have Shombo, which is also known as cayenne pepper. I'll be using this to prepare my jollof rice as well. So use as much as you want. Moving on, I'll transfer this into my bowl of water and I'll wash them properly. After washing, I'll proceed to deseed the tatashe and the shombo. And then I'll transfer onto my oven tray because I want to roast them. Roasting the peppers and tomatoes will add a unique taste and flavor to the jollof rice. Remember, we are not making the jollof rice with firewood, but this will add a bit of that firewood taste, smokiness to the jollof rice. Once I'm done preparing my peppers, I'll move on to my tomatoes. I'll just divide them and then spread them onto my oven tray as well. Roasting the tomatoes and peppers is one step to achieving a smoky patty jollof without having to use firewood. So after slicing them up, like I said, I'll spread them on my oven tray, drizzle a little bit of oil on it. The oil is to prevent it from getting burnt when it gets into the oven and also to give it that glazed shiny look once it's done. I also added ginger and garlic. This will also add a very nice taste and I love roasting them as well. I sprinkled salt to give it a bit of flavor, but this is totally optional, and then I proceeded to transfer into my oven. I roasted for about 20 to 30 minutes. I can't remember exactly, and this is what it's looking like after roasting. It smells amazing. I transferred the roasted tomatoes and peppers into my blender and I blended into a smooth puree. If your blender is strong enough, you can blend this without adding water after roasting, but if it's not so strong, go in with a little water. Roasting the tomatoes and peppers will reduce the frying time because most of the water in it has dried up. Moving on to prepare my jollof, I've gone in with vegetable oil. I'll allow it to heat up and then I'll go in with my chopped onion. I'll fry the onion for about 4 to 5 minutes until it becomes fragrant. Remember I mentioned earlier that I'll be using more onion in this recipe. I love adding a lot of onion into my jollof rice. After about 4 minutes, I went in with my ginger and garlic paste. I'll fry that in as well. After frying my ginger and garlic, I went in with my tomato paste. I gave that a good stir and then I continued to fry. But this is not how I usually do it because I love to build up flavors. So the way I usually do it is that after my ginger and garlic, I go in with my aromatics, which in most cases is curry powder, thyme, and rosemary. But I forgot to do that in this video. I realized after adding my tomato paste, but then I decided to just add. I added a teaspoon of curry powder and a teaspoon of dry thyme and I mixed it in to combine. I fried this for about 3 minutes or was it 4 minutes until it was looking like this. From the video you can tell that it's properly fried and it's ready to accept the next ingredient. Next, I went in with my tomato mix, which is a combination of fresh tomatoes, peppers, tatashe, onion, ginger, and garlic. After adding the tomato mix, I gave that a good mix until they combined properly and I continued to fry. If you're stopping by for the first time today, thank you so much for clicking on this video. It means a lot to me. I hope you're enjoying the recipe so far. Please do well to hit on the subscribe button to be a part of this amazing YouTube family. You will love it here. Thank you. While my jollof stew is frying, I'll proceed to prepare my rice. I'll be using about 6 cups of rice for today's recipe and I've just added the rice into my bowl. I'll wash the rice multiple times until the water goes from cloudy to clear. There are different methods of preparing rice for jollof rice. You don't have to parboil if you don't want to, especially if you're making the rice in a large quantity. Most times I just soak the rice in hot water. Other times I wash with salt. multiple times with salt. So after washing my rice, I'll add it into my pot of boiling water and I'll parboil for about 5 minutes. After cooking for about 5 minutes, this is what I have. I'll pour the rice into a sieve to drain out the water. I'll rewash it and then set it aside. Let's go check on our jollof stew. So this is what it's looking like after frying for about 6 minutes. It's properly fried and it's ready to accept my spices. You know your jollof stew is properly fried when you see oil floating on top of it. To season, I went in with some jollof seasoning, curry powder, all-purpose seasoning, and dry thyme. I also added seasoning cubes and bay leaf. Feel free to season your jollof stew to your preference. You can take out or add to the spices that I use in this video. Just use your favorite spices. So after adding the spices, I'll stir properly until they combine and then I'll let it fry for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes later, I went in with my stock, and this is goat's meat stock. I got this after cooking goat's meat for asun. I have a detailed recipe video on how to make the most delicious asun. I'm not sure if the asun recipe will go up before this one, but please, whichever one that goes up first, watch and support me. Thank you. I stirred that in to combine, and I tasted off camera. After tasting, I added more salt. I'll stir that in, cover the pot, and I'll cook for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, I went back to check on it, and this is what I have. Our jollof stew is ready. I'll give that a quick stir and then take out some of the jollof stew. I'll add this back into the pot if I feel like it's necessary during the course of preparing this jollof rice. After taking out my desired quantity, I'll add my parboiled rice into the jollof stew and I'll mix until they combine properly, until they get to know each other very well. Please guys, follow me on other social media platforms. I'm very active on Facebook, I'm on Instagram and TikTok. And the name to search for is Oge Anyoko on all platforms. So please do well to check out my pages, follow me, watch my videos, like, share, and leave me beautiful comments. After stirring properly, I'll go in with hot water because I want the jollof to start cooking immediately. And then I decided to go in with some of the jollof stew that I took out earlier. I mixed that in as well. I also have a second YouTube channel where I post vlogs, mainly lifestyle vlogs for now. If you're someone that enjoys watching vlogs, then my vlog channel is the place to be because to help you relax and you feel entertained. So please look up my vlog channel at I am Oge Anyoku. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I cover the pot with aluminium foil before placing the lid. This will help trap heat inside because jollof rice requires heat to cook. So after some minutes, I went back to check on it and guys, look at this goodness. This color is perfect. This looks super delicious and it smells amazing inside my kitchen. I'll give the jollof rice a very good stir before proceeding to make a well in the middle. This is the second step to achieving a smoky pot of Nigerian jollof without using firewood. After making the well, I'll place an aluminium plate inside like the one showing on your screen, and then I'll go on to roast charcoal over open flame. Once it begins to smoke, I'll place it inside the aluminium plate, drizzle a little bit of oil on it, cover the pot to trap in the smoke, and then I'll turn on the cooker and I'll let it cook for like 3 minutes. During this time, the rice is going to burn and the smoke will envelope the pot. So that is the second step to achieving a pot of smoky jollof. I've tried this and it works for me. I really do hope you try it out. After taking out the plate and the charcoal, I'll stir very well to combine. But to finish off this party jollof, I'll go in with onion for more flavor, and I'll also add margarine. Feel free to add butter if that is available to you to give it a shiny and glazed look. And then I'll cover the pot, cook for an additional 2 minutes or thereabouts, and then our yummy pot of jollof is ready. 2 minutes later, and I present to you this delicious pot of smoky Nigerian party jollof rice. This is the party's delight, and I hope you try out this recipe. We've come to the end of this video, and I really hope you enjoyed watching. Please like the video to get it to a wider audience. Share, Leave me your comments and subscribe. Thanks for stopping by, and I would love to see you all in my next one. Bye.